Hello, it's MissChocobo here. I'm going to change the name of this podcast, I think, because the sibling sounds a bit lame, so I'm going to go with The What Now. So, hello, this is The What Now. Oh god, that sounds crap too. Maybe I'll just change it every week and see how we go from there, really. No one really listens to it anyways, I don't think anyone will notice. Apart from Vicky. Vicky's the only person who's actually, I think, listened to this and let me know if you listened to it. Hello! I'm only actually making this because you pretty much, well, you asked me to, so I'm saying yes. So, hi! Yeah, sorry it's been a while. I haven't really done much, I should say, really, but haven't had the time to sit down and talk to my laptop on a cheap sound recorder program thing that I don't think I even paid for. Fantastic. Anyway, so yes, I'm back. I'm still, even though I'm not calling it 7 anymore, I'm still going to talk about 7 things, hopefully. You either care about them or you won't. Hopefully you will, that'd be nice. Some comments would be awesome. Nice ones, of course, I don't like trolls. Anyway, yes. So, number 1 this week is kittens. I have a kitten, finally. I've had serious kitten envy for the past, few months, I think. Ever since, I think, Sarah Millican got her little ginger kitten. All these cute pictures on Twitter make me want a kitten. And now I have one. I won. His name is Loki. He's currently giving me evils from a blanket on the other sofa. He stole my space on the sofa. He stole it. I moved for 2 seconds and he's there. He's a ninja cat. I brought him a collar because I was sick and tired of turning around and finding him in places I did not expect him because I didn't hear him. And he still manages to get one over on me. So he's got to be an actual ninja for that to be possible, really. Did I say his name? I can't remember. Oh, his name's Loki. I can't remember if I said that or not. Fantastic. I'm not editing because I have no editing software. So enjoy. Yeah, he's adorable, but he can go from cute to crazy in about 0.5 seconds. Literally, he's like, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm really, really cute, and then, oh my god, I need to scratch everything, climb up the curtains, rip your eyeballs out, and eat your toes. Ugh, it's crazy, especially when I go to bed, because he starts waking up just as we want to go to bed. It's crazy, so we just, put him in the hall and let him get on with it. He keeps knocking down all my stuff, it's insane. But yes, he's very cute. Unfortunately, there is so much stuff you can buy for a cat, and I am a sucker to buying stuff just in general. I mean, he's got a stupid expensive scratch post which isn't actually scratched properly yet. He's got a weird bed that he barely uses. He just sleeps on the sofa in my spot. Yeah, I see you looking at me. Yeah, he's got his collar. That was only 99p, I suppose, but it's not a very good one. It's just knew where he was. But yeah, and there's a ton of toys over my house. I feel like I've got a flipping kid. So many toys. But yeah. He's cute. I can't really complain. I've said that 10 times now. So yeah, Loki, kitten. I'll update you if he gets any cuter, perhaps. Or any less annoying. Okay, number 2 is Ticket to Ride, another board game. It's on the same show, presented by Will Wheaton, which is Tabletop on Geek and Sundry. And it's good. It's frustrating, it's addictive, and satisfying at the same time. Think Monopoly, but with trains. Instead of buying streets, you're buying train routes, as it were. And instead of using money, you're just using coloured cards that you collect as you go along. And seriously, you can spend half an hour waiting for a particular card just so you can go across one stupid route. And then someone else will come across and just take the route for you because they're annoying like that, and then you're screwed. Which I found out last night. I didn't come last. Oh no, did I? I think I might have come last. But I've played this game at least 20 to 30 times in the past couple of weeks, and I think I've won once. Ever. That was insane. Oh, my Connect thinks I'm talking to it. Fantastic. If you ever Connect, don't bother with them. They're fun, but that's a tangent. Sorry. Anyway, yes, Ticket to Ride is good, addictive, frustrating. Buy it. You need this game in your life. Seriously, it is crazy good and addictive. And it's really easy to set up, which is a nice thing. I hate games that take half an hour to set up and they've got tons of confusing little bits of cardboard, and I'm basically talking about Small World, which I like, but I hate setting up and putting away, more to the fact. I wish everything was just easy. to get out and put away, but it's not. So yes, Ticket to Ride, buy it, pretty much. It's sold at, again, my local Waterstones has it. I think there's probably someone there who watches Geek and Sundry, because they have a bunch of the games that have been on the show that they can get hold of, really. So, yeah, check it out. Zombies Run is my number 3, which is an app. It's a running app, strangely enough. I am a lady of a rather large persuasion. Very large persuasion. And all of my hobbies involve sitting down, which is my excuse. That is why I'm fat, really. Basically, I like gaming, I like reading, I like sleeping, and I like eating. Pretty much. Not very good when all combined, if you think about it. So, I'm rather unfit. My boyfriend's probably more unfit than I am, and he is ridiculously skinny, but he smokes like a chimney, so I don't do that much. So, yes, it's a running app. Oh, today is tangent day. Basically, it's your normal running app, so it measures your running, your speed, or paces per minute in my case. But the difference is it has a storyline to it. So as you're going along, you have different things in your ear, and in this case, it's a zombie apocalypse. It sounds a little lame, but the storyline is fantastic. I have the motivation of, I don't know, the last flea on... that's probably not a good idea. I don't know, something that's very unmotivated. Yeah, basically, I cannot be bothered to exercise. I get to the point... Not the point, because obviously I want to get skinnier or fit into human-sized clothes. But I was like, well, why am I going to run all the way over there? It's like, no point. With this, obviously, you progress the storyline, and you collect supplies as you go along, and then the supplies can then be distributed to different places in your little pretend town. It's on the app, but you don't actually just pretend you give them to people. And your population will go up, and the level of these different places will go up as well. And the more you do that, the more you unlock different storylines and different run scenarios and that sort of thing. And obviously, if you have zombie mobs on, zombies chase you. There's like a little beep, like a metal detector sort of sound, and as they get closer, the beep gets faster, and literally, you will never run so fast, especially at night. I managed to fall over twice, and run completely into somebody, like smack, full on, knock them over. But yeah, it's absolutely terrifying at night. It's absolutely brilliant, and the storyline is good. The voice actors are brilliant, which is a nice change, because sometimes they're just so tacky. You're just like, oh, what is... Go away. I could do better. But no, absolutely brilliant. Number 4. Number 4 this week is Daughter of the Blood by Anne Bishop. Again on Geek and Sundry, I believe. I don't know if it's to do with Geek and Sundry, actually. But Felicity Day, who is one of the girls who produce a lot of stuff on Geek and Sundry, her and some of her other friends basically have a Goodreads forum called Vaginal Fantasy, which sounds a bit strange, but it's just for a certain type of books, which is usually sci-fi sort of fantasy, but aimed more sort of towards girls, really. They basically involve romance and smut most of the time as well. They're very, very good. Most of the books, in fact, that's pretty much all I read. And this month's pick was Kushel's Dar, I believe. But the alt read, which looked better to me, was Daughter of the Blood by Anne Bishop. So that's what I've been reading. My Kobo is currently charging because I've absolutely killed it reading this book. It's a bit confusing, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I actually have found myself once or twice completely and utterly lost, and I've sat and read for like 2 hours. And I haven't even realised until I think, well, I should probably cook dinner about now. It's about 9 o'clock at night, sort of thing. It's good. It's not like a very, everything's sunshine and rainbows and extremely happy. I mean, I suppose no book really is. It'd be really boring if it was. This particular book has a nice dark underlay, but with like a little soft, bit on the top, if that makes sense. Probably not. It's a little bit repetitive in places. I mean, a couple of the guys say Mother Night quite a lot, like as an expression, like an, oh my god, Mother Night, sort of thing, which is annoying as hell. I mean, it has happened in the past couple of books I've read, actually, so I don't know if it's just me picking it up more now, or I just ignored it before, or if it's just the last couple of books I've read, really, but yeah, if you haven't read it before, check it out. I don't really know how to explain what it's about, really. It's fantasy, it's definitely fantasy. basically you have the world is split into, I think, 2 or 3 territories. And like different realms, in fact, so not territories, it's split into territories, but there's a lot more than 3. One of which is hell, and I think Satan is actually my favourite character in this book. But yeah, check out the Goodreads forum, or just check out the book on Goodreads, or just in general, because I highly recommend it. It's quite good. It's a little bit on the, I wouldn't say there was, what to call it, not sexual violence exactly, but there's some horrific bits in it, I would say. So read with caution, pretty much. Number 5, I'm going to get these numbers messed up, I'm pretty sure it's 5, is Batman Year 1. An animation, I cannot remember when it came out, I think it was this year or last year. I'm just bluffing there, I have no idea. I really enjoyed it. I managed to watch it the other day. I'm not a comic book elite, as it were. I do prefer DC over Marvel, so I do watch a fair few of these animations because they're pretty awesome. And of course, I know Marvel do a lot of animation, so I don't know what I'm going on about there. But yeah, going back to that, I'm not like a massive elitist. I couldn't tell you the proper origin story of Batman. I mean, I know what I think the origin story is, and that parallels with the whole, his parents were killed in an alley on the way back from the cinema sort of thing. That, yeah, and he went away and trained and came back as a guy who wanted to dress as a bat and fight crime in Gotham. And they're all the origin stories I've seen are pretty much the same idea. They've just been tweaked here or there. So I don't know how true a lot of the, well, not true, but how true to the comic books the storyline is for the animation, but it was pretty damn good. The animation was quite enjoyable, just the animation itself. I mean, I watched, I think it was Gotham Knight recently, and some of the animation in that, I was like, this is actually uncomfortable to watch. Some of it was horrid. And I've seen a few animations actually where I think this animation just makes me feel uncomfortable. It doesn't look smooth. I mean, I managed to be quite smooth, but not too cartoony, if that makes sense, but cartoony enough. Because it's a cartoon anyway, so yeah, I suppose you can't really do much about that. But yeah, it was good. So it wasn't, I think the way I described it was not too harsh feeling, but not too soft, pretty much. Yeah, I feel a bit like Goldilocks, really. But yeah, I'm also, yeah, it's happening again, sorry. Still not editing. Always interested to hear more about Commissioner Gordon, or Lieutenant Gordon, I suppose, I think he is at this point. So it's not completely Batman, it's not always focused on Batman, which I think I kind of enjoyed. I mean, I would have liked to have seen more of Bruce while he's away in training, but I suppose I'd kind of be boring, and I'd be hearing Let's Get Down to Business from Mulan. It's not called that, is it? You guys know what I mean, and if not, watch Mulan, seriously. But yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. It's probably been one of the more enjoyable animations I've seen recently, apart from probably First Flight, which I love. It's my favourite DC animation, and I do need to watch some more. I need to finish watching Wonder Woman, in fact, because it has Nathan Fillion in it. Yeah, so that was number, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6, there we go, I do have 7, fantastic. Number 6 is Prometheus, which I saw, I think, a week or 2 ago, with some friends. I hated it, I absolutely hated it, and I realised that I've now realised that my view on the Alien franchise is disallowed anyway, because my favourite Alien film is Alien Resurrection, which everyone hates completely, unfortunately, which is a shame, because I like it. It's good. I know, but yeah, I'm not going to go too much into that. But yeah, not much really happened, I don't really feel. I mean, I did feel a little bit, I did fall asleep for about 10 to 15 minutes, which by the sounds it was when all the interesting stuff happened. I was imagining facehuggers to come out of the jars, but I don't think there was, not that anyone told me. I did ask what happened while I was asleep, but the answers were kind of vague, because no one else really knew what was going on either. I think a guy, the scientist guy got infected, and like that was gross, I suppose. And then he went and made naughties with the other scientist lady, and she had a squid baby. Oh crud! I should have probably warned for spoilers. I'll put it in the description. Sorry, you didn't miss much, trust me. But yeah, even by the end, nothing really seemed interesting or really happened. to be honest. And I didn't really get that much into the other Alien movies anyway, to be fair. So like I said, I don't really. I'm not really supposed to have a view on this, I suppose. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Michael Fass. Is it Michael Fassbender? Hamburger, whatever. I really, really wanted to like his character. I think they could have done some really awesome stuff with that, because, to be honest, I think out of all the Alien films, most of my favourite characters have probably been androids. Apart from in Alien Resurrection, actually, because she is a whiner. Ugh, I can't stand her. Connect is speaking to me again. But yeah, it was just kind of, I wanted to like him, but he just got creepy and weird. I'm not really keen on that. And then at the end, when she travelled off with his head, it just seemed like there was some crappy pilot episode of a shitty TV programme. That was the end of that, really. Didn't like it at all. Feel free to judge. I don't really care. It sucked. A couple of my friends weren't really keen on it either. Unfortunately. Well, I say unfortunately. It doesn't really bother me at all. Last but not least, number 7 is Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which I watched for the first time, obviously, the other day. I'm not really keen on Tom Cruise. He kind of freaks me out a little bit, especially since he went Scientologist. But and crazy, of course. And he's really short and has that creepy nose. But I'm glad he didn't spend the entire film chasing after or trying to save the girl, like a lot of films try to do. So that, and he obviously has his wife, I suppose, who he can never see again. Bit dramatic. Ow, my arm. But it was funny. I found it genuinely funny. That doesn't happen very often, to be fair. Simon Pegg was absolutely brilliant. I think he was fantastic. It was good to see more of Jeremy Renner as well, outside of Avengers. Because he would, just be honest, he didn't have that much to do in the Avengers. I suppose there was a lot of other characters, I've seen a lot of main characters to be focused on. But yeah, it was brilliant, I thought. Excuse me, sorry. It was nice to see him fighting as well, actually. Again, this is Jimmy Renner. Because obviously he's going to be in the new Bourne film. And he'll be doing a lot of fighting in that one. Obviously, in Avengers, he was just using his bow and arrow. There's a little bit of fighting in there, but most of it was just ranged, fancy-looking stuff, really, which I loved. But yeah, I mean, the film, I think, had a nice, good feel to it. It didn't feel sort of, I wasn't bored. I actually did really want to know what happened. And some of the things, like with all the gadgets, were absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And there was some genuinely, as I said that already, didn't I? Some genuinely funny stuff happened. I don't think they're going to carry on with it. I suppose they left it open to carry on, but whether or not they will, I suppose that's up to them, really. Just please, more Simon Pegg. I cannot have enough Simon Pegg in that film. I really can't. It is brilliant. Yeah, I think that's actually all 7. I've only been talking for about 18 minutes. Fantastic. Yeah. So it was nice to talk to you people on the interwebs again. I'll try to do it so often, I'm sorry. If all else goes to plan, which it probably won't, because I've got a million things to do. I'll do another next week. As long as I can think of 7 interesting things. Hopefully. Anything you want me to talk about in particular? Leave me a comment. In fact, just leave me a comment in general would be kind of cool. Yeah. Alright, cool. Awkward ending piece. Fantastic. I am off to play some Skyrim. Oh yeah, DLC next week. Maybe I'll talk about that. See you later.